Hi, my name is Max. I played for Germany in the CSL qualifier tournament. This is my deck list. I played 3 Astrocraft Sorcerer, 3 Chronocraft Sorcerer, and I also played the little ones, Time Star and the other one, I don't know the English name. I like the engine more than the engine with the Supreme Kings. I don't think the Supreme Kings are good in the scales. You cannot use the effect of your Pendulum cards anymore, and you cannot also use them for some combos. The gate, the 0 gate has pretty shitty values, and you also cannot summon light monsters like Wisdom Eye anymore. That's why I don't like this engine. I prefer this one. Next, staples, 3 of them. Then the Magicians, 3 of Leader Toxin, 3 Double Iris Magician. You always want him for your combo with the Neo Metal Foe monster to get the trap card on board. 3 Harmonizing Magician for the big Pendulum summons. 2 Off Dragon Magician because you have very little low scales in this deck. Low scale is also in my opinion a really big problem in this deck, and so I play 2. Just 1 Black Fang. I don't expect that so much player will play Solemn Strike or Solemn Warning. Also, this card is pretty shitty when you start with it. You just want to put it in your Pendulum zone, or if you go second for some big combos, you want to use it to use its effect. But if you start, you cannot use him for any combos, and so I don't think he's good enough anymore in the format. 1 Abyss Actor. I think 1 is fine. If you have him, you summon him first turn. When you go second, it's also okay. He's just a special summon to get Electron on board, so 1 is enough. I don't want to play 2 or 3. Then I want to play a lot of hand traps, because I expect that the mirror match will be very cancerous. The thing is, in a mirror match, you must find something to stop Electrum. If you can stop Electrum on the first turn of your opponent, I think you will easily lose. So I decided to play 3 Ash Blossoms and 2 Ghost Ogre. Ogre is the best card in my opinion against the Metal Foe monster. You must play Ash against Raring Eyes and against Maxi, and at least 1 Maxi. And then I really expect for this event a lot of Pendulum, so I play 3 Raring Eyes in the main deck. 1 trap, 1 spell, 1 trap for the searches, and at least 1 Duelist Alliance. I cut Pendulum Call because I don't think after testing that Pendulum Call can save games for you. If your opponent has good boards and starts with Raring Eyes and so on, even if you can use Duelist Alliance, I think it's not good enough to break the boards. So I think 1 is fine to get searches on Spell Trap and the Double Iris Magician, but that's enough. And at least 1 Pot of Desires. I test a lot my deck. I want to play 40 cards. As I started playing with the deck, I play 45 cards and I cut more and more cards. In the end, I decided to play 1 pot, because if you have it, it's fine. If not, it's also okay. I just had in testing 1 game where I bricked with him, so I think one in 30 games is fine if you brick with him. In every other match, it was a really good card to come back to when you go second. Then for the extra deck, 2 Electrums. I think 3 is also okay, but I don't find the space for the 3rd one. Sometimes when I can't do enough damage with my combos, I use the Red Eyes to lock down my opponent, so he can't do anything in his turn and I win instantly. Then the combo with Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon and Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. It's, in my opinion, the best opening combo. You start with him on the board, with Decode Talker and the Time Star Magician. And you also got the trap on board, and I think this combo is nearly unbreakable because you also use 1 Omega when you do your first turn. That's also the reason for this card, and this card. Omega because also of this start combo. He's for the OTKs and against Trickster. Maybe there is someone who's crazy enough to play it. Tornado Dragon. If you can't open so good, or you must pop your own Iris Magician. 1 Babuska against Spirals, and if you don't open with so great hands, then the engine with Ignister and Supreme King for the pop to the Spiral monster, to the Sleeper. Mostly the people will pop him, and after they pop him with Sleeper, you summon him, copy the effect and pop the Sleeper. And then the monster who also gives you a lot of OTK potential, Supreme King Dragon Clearing. Yeah. nothing to say to this card, and at least for my last slot, I must consider 3 cards. I decide to play Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon because of the much hand traps I play. I often start off with 2 hand traps when I go first, and then I need to pedal summon 1 hand trap and do something with the hand trap to get 1 monster from my Pendulum scale back on the board to make some combos. Also, you can use him and 1 Astrograph Sorcerer to get again the combo with Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon on board. The other 2 options I consider was Norito, the Moral Leader, and Alchemistic Magician. But in the end, I think Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon was the best choice. Then for my side deck, the third Ghost Over when I go second. When I go second against Spiral, I play 2 Kaijus. I played the level 7 Kaiju because of the potential with my Odd Eyes monsters for level 7 Xyz plays. I'm really scared for this Dark Spiral version, so I played also 3 Dual Knockbirds because it's the best hand trap against it. So then another hand trap for going second in the mirror match, 3 Typhoon. That you can interrupt his combos when he starts. When I start the game myself in the Pendulum mirror match, I side 3 Dimension Barrier, and when I go second against, I think every deck I use evenly matched. It depends on how much I side in or side out. If I side 2 or 3, that's it for my deck. I want to shout out my 2 sponsors, TCG Arzeniens and my local store Hall of Games, who give me the sleeves, the cards I needed, and so on. And also a really huge shout out to Hall of Games because we could get every Electrum for this event there. And so I really want to thank them that I don't must going second Spiral because I really hate this deck and I don't like the mirror match. And I don't like Spiral because I think it's not fun to get stacked or just sit there and wait that one drops the hand trap. Yeah, that's it from my side, and I hope you have fun with deck profile. Play Magicians, it's a fun deck, and we will see us.